What it is. Welcome back to another episode of the Big T Debate. I go with the name of Danny Pacheco. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm rolling with Andre Soldado.
Andre Soldado.
Feels good to just, say that again.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't give you ideas that I missed you or anything, though. I'm
You
just
can
saying.
say you missed me if you did.
No.
There's ain't no homo missing another guy. Like, chill, bro.
No, I'm just saying it in the context of what it is that we're doing.
It's been a while since we last shot, so I can imagine if you haven't had someone to chill with or talk to. So I mean, if you've missed me, man, I mean, the feeling's not mutual because I don't miss homies per se, but I mean, it's fine.
No, I'm saying did you catch?
I believe I'm a missable kind of person. I've got those missable characteristics. Like, you could be chilling by yourself at your own home and be like, oh man, God, Andre, that guy's stupid, No? You don't think that of me?
Nah.
Never, ever. You've never been by yourself and you were like, that guy's an idiot. Or, fuck, that guy, he's actually smart. Yeah, he was right, he had a point. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Nah, though, I mean in the sense of what it is that we're doing. It's a profession,
being a hater, man.
Even though we haven't gone to the point where we're getting paid to do this, but like it feels good to be back at work doing this whole thing,
Of course.
We were just talking off air, and he feels like what we have been doing, which is this hiatus that we've been on. To him, he regards it more so as a vacation. Of which I find it kind of weird because I don't think it was a vacation. It's just that people were busy, and sometimes I like to think of myself as an accountable person. But in this situation, I felt like we've done bad. People. You know how it is on Twitter. Like when there's a bad situation happening, or maybe someone's at fault, the business is at fault.
Yeah.
But compile a press statement and explain, or okay, we were wrong. This is what happened. We didn't do any of that. Instead, we kept quiet on all our socials.
But like you said, we took a vacation. I mean, like any other entity or company, the offices do close, and then the people out upstairs, they told us, guys, we have to cut it. You guys have to take an early leave of absence from November, October kind of thing. And we've been just working on it in the behind the scenes kind of stuff and pushing. So now that we're back, it's a new year. A happy New Year's to those of you guys. Is it too late for compliments or kidding?
It's too late, man.
Serious?
What's the date today? Let me check.
Really?
What's the date today?
It's Feb, first of all, the 26th of Feb.
26.
Yeah, man, I mean,
the time we're recording this is the 26th.
I'm just saying, if I haven't seen you in like the past 2-3 months, when I see you, it's like, yo, man, compliments.
So it's more so like a formality, especially looking at, well, in this case, our audience. They haven't seen us in a while, so it makes sense for us to just say Happy New Year. So, okay, cool. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Apologies, we've been gone for a minute.
Merry Christmas, happy birthday to all of those.
Now you're just doing too much. You see, now
shout out.
Now you put me back in that bag of why did I hide?
Shout out.
This whole time.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you still want to do this? Do you still want this job?
What? Come on.
A lot of people would like to be on this thing. I'm doing you a big ass favor, dog.
No.
Do you know how many people want to be famous, dog? I made you.
Oh, you're making me famous. I'm not even getting paid for this, guys. Please help me out here.
Yeah, but it's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform.
You're not the boss, man.
Come by, please just.
The boss.
Respect this. This is not like a pub, dog.
I'm still the co-host.
Yeah.
So it's fine. One day, I'll be the host.
So besides being an occasional...
I'll be the host.
Listen. I'm saying besides being an occasional blunder at what you do as a job, as a host of this podcast, what has been really happening in your life that you feel like is worthy of you, at least mentioning, the nicer things at least, I hope, because when I so far we already on a weird note, a bad note.
What do you mean bad note? We've been starting on you got too many
a whole
problems.
Entire minute.
You got issues, you got problems, but other than that, a lot has happened over the time. A lot of shifting, a lot of moving, from one stage, one place, to another. Growth as well. I think now that I'm just full on independent, I think it's I can I can say that full on independent. Like, you know, I'm alone kind of thing. You know, got my own place now, chilling by myself. No friends, no homies around. You know, so it has taught me quite a lot. You know, but yeah, man, we grow every day. How's things on your side?
Oh, well, I can't say independent though, but well, I don't know. Yeah, life has just been life, bro. I've been just lifing, going through an entire series of emotions, just learning to just balance all that, and obviously just trying to take everything by the day, just like how everyone says. But yeah, just seeing a lot, dealing with a lot. But besides that,
isn't it crazy how, like, honestly, the first quarter of the year is always the craziest. Or it's so unpredictable in terms of I think whenever we start something new, we always hope for, you know, we want to start high, we want to start with a bang, we're looking for opportunities, and then jiggy when the year starts, boom, hey, you know that change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think one of the craziest things that has even happened since the year started was, you know, the loss of our nigga, you know, aka Brother Man, you know. I mean, so early in the year, it was just like, yo, like, you know, I'm out here thinking, you know what, I'm gonna push, you know, I'm gonna try my best, but then, you know, such news come about, and then everyone, I believe, not everyone, but, you know, most of us is just still, you know, catching our, you know, we're still pacing ourselves up, you know, trying to get to where we're trying to be at before we can full on start the year. I think there's been memes of even people saying, you know what, my year actually starts in February, and I feel like we're just gonna keep extending it and taking it further to, like, my year starts in December.
Yeah, it's just people making excuses because, like, okay, Feb, bila I say query, like, it's already challenging. So okay, let's try again in March.
I mean, January is fine. It's fair that we also be broke kind of thing, but times have to change of us saying we're broke. But I think it's now about what we want to make of life more than being broke or hujiwa cabbage of January. It's where we're trying to be at.
No, I feel you. Man, it's crazy that you also mentioned how we lost our nigga, but I like to say he was more like his nigga. Yeah, I appreciated AK's
Really?
music. I was really a big fan of AK, but I don't think I was a bigger fan or he had that much of an influence on my life as he did with you.
I mean, he had a huge,
Yeah.
he had a huge part of my childhood life. Not childhood per se, but I mean, listening to his music, what he represented as a whole, man, was just beautiful to follow and see, coming from a fan's side. And his music is always just so, you know, so catchy, man. You just, as soon as you hear AK, I was just tuning to, what's this, Free, you know, featuring the late Ricky Rick and DJ Tira, you know. It was just like, Ribatla Mahap has always been free. You know, just his voice and just what he represented. It was just, so hearing the news and even how he, you know, he went out was just still, I think everyone keeps saying, it's just, yeah, man, it's a lot, there's a lot to swallow, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. And just to add on more so on, like, the influence that he's had on your life and everything, just like how you see things. It was crazy for me to also come to the realization that actually, yeah, in terms of your style, he did influence your style. Because really, I was eavesdropping on the conversation that you had with Siba.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, you lost your goat, and like, what? Do you still feel like you want to dress like him, or you take notes from him, and you're like, nah, I don't know anymore, whatever. But like, when I look back in your style, the way that you were dressing, I'm like, yeah, this nigga actually was dressing like AK.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, get a Kale. Nikibetadi SKL, you know, you know, they went to SKL and Kyle, you know what I mean? Trying to be, you know, Kyle kind of vibes. I'm also just looking at AKA and just everything that he has done, you know? I mean, I've never even met him face to face, but I've seen his shows, I've been to a few of his shows, and he was a very top individual. And I kind of felt like, maybe Lena, you know? But yeah, man, it was a very, very sad news to hear, honestly.
Yeah, super sad, and just like looking at everything post the funeral. I mean, there's a lot of positives and there's a lot to celebrate in terms of like what his team was trying to do for him. Surprise billboards here and there, but it was also kind of wild and crazy to see the negative things that came out of that whole entire situation. You know, you got these slay queens. There was this like video of this slay queen surfacing, talking about how she was
Oh yeah, that girl.
yeah, not the
that plays those recordings.
yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but like the recordings are from another guy.
Here, but also that added. But yeah, she was just saying that she also used to, you know, or AK would snack with her kind of thing on the side. And I just, when I heard, I was like, I hear you, but there's some that, you know, don't fancy Nadia in a car. But for me, she's hot. You know, she's hot. And I think when you have someone like that, and then you want to snack on the side with someone like that,
it doesn't add up. And I think that's what everyone was saying on Twitter. Like, okay, fine, cool.
Check his exes, number
we
one.
We hear the allegations and whatnot, but our level and track record that man.
Level of track record.
How would AKA be out here chowing a baby that looks, hey, low key, like, hey, I don't know, man.
I mean, okay, fine. We can also say that, you know, people have their own fantasies out here, and they have those that they would like to be seen with, kind of thing. But I think from us knowing AKA and stuff like that, there hasn't been much talks about just girls or random girls that he messes with, because he has always been the kind of person that, I mean, one thing that I fancy that people have even seen about AK is that each and every girl that he has been with, he has never hid her from the world. You know what I mean? I think the first one was your Zintle, ne? And then it was rumors. I don't know who he was dating before Zintle. I can't remember. But after all these girls that have been kind of had a high profile or have a high profile, he has also made sure that, you know what, this is my person, and he has also introduced them to his family, his kids. I mean, not his kids, his daughter, his mom, you know, and to us, his fans. So I don't think now he would just, you know, take time and just, you know, ruin it just for a quick one with just a call like that.
Yeah, she just doesn't fit the whole criteria, man. You know, I'm not trying to start a whole cycle of just being negative about how certain females look and whatnot. Because generally, I just try to be positive. But
no,
you know, and I'm not trying to like make it seem like I'm not just trying to spark up some sort of controversy or whatever. But like, hola.
Someone's trash can be, you know, for someone else's treasure kind of thing. So I mean, AKA does have a thing for black people. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But that baby.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes, you know, these girls they can do it.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
There's probably babies that you've slept with, but you wouldn't. No, I'm not trying to start a thing. I'm just saying there's probably babies that you've slept with.
No.
Ooh, do I fellas it out?
It's not about me.
Dating is more so for research purposes. You know, we trying to make it relatable to the general public. There'll be times where you're on drought and whatever.
Okay, fine.
And then some baby offers up her services. Makes it even sound really weird. But like, let's just say, she offers like, yo, Artusan. Yeah, but based on your criteria goals or like the goals that you like to go for, she doesn't match that.
She doesn't match. Oh, okay.
So
I feel you. So it's not even about.
Yeah, even if I were to ask, or you were to find her in public.
Yeah,
because you're ashamed.
But still,
you would also deny.
Yeah.
No, Arin, Margaret. Oh, no, Margaret. So it's that type of thing. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You know.
Yeah, I don't know where she even had, you know, I'm gonna be honest, the courage, you know, to just come out bluntly and just say, you know, even AKA, especially just after the fact that he is, you know.
Yeah,
And it's you could question or you can be like, Bila, what's your motive?
it all seems strategic in a way because post his death, just a couple of days maybe before the funeral, someone might have tweeted like, yo, I like how this guy, aka, was really like orderly in the way that he moves. Well, you never heard any allegations of like, hey, side pissing mama. And I think also people also carrying that energy from Mampinch's passing.
True.
Just seeing how everything transpired with Babes, and even Babes just saying it with a smile. Actual ladies, you just have to be honest with yourselves. If you were the man,
I mean, she knew
in a relationship, just know these niggas but the good. Well,
True, but I guess we're not all the same kind of thing.
yeah, we're not all the same, but you would expect, because he's a high-profile guy.
No, I would expect, but I think what I would expect is that when the girl comes up and say, you know, AK used to do this and that, it would be like, you know, a legit, like, high-profile kind of person. Not high-profile, but then,
Yeah.
but then,
Yeah, but I guess like Kaman Binja was expected because like before he had been, you know.
There was rumors even when he was alive, kind of thing,
exactly.
you know, because he was married, he had a child with Babes. It was a whole thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, enough about all these people that, you know, will always talk about us behind our backs kind of thing and say, you know, things about people.
What you mean?
I'm talking about AKA and this chick actually talking about, you know, her or AKA sleeping with her on the side. Why would she bring something like this up when AK is dead? You know, so enough about all of these people that actually do things and talk about people whilst they're not around.
Oh, for sure,
You know
for sure.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I think she's an opportunist, and it was all strategic. Like I told you, there was someone who tweeted like, "Oh, I like how AKA is not a messy guy. You know, we never really heard any allegations and whatever." And then boom, a couple of days after, she found out to her own podcasting, spilling beans about things that we not even 100% about. Yeah, but you know the game in itself is really, it's crooked.
Bro.
It's crooked. I'm even just thinking about the streets, you know, when we talk about crookedness and whatnot. Yeah, I can't help but think about when I mentioned that Londie London situation. And
Who was she dating again?
some Hlubi. I don't think she was dating. She was in a marriage with this guy. Yeah, because like she was on.
Londie London was married to this guy.
Yeah, she was on Real Housewives.
Real Housewives of was it Johannesburg or Durban or what?
Durban.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not following the Real Housewives.
Yeah, no, I never really watched it too, but I know she had a part to play in that show.
Really?
And yeah, just like looking also at her career and the journey that she's been on. It makes sense for her to be in that situation. But also it's like, I had high hopes for her. You know, I thought out of all the girls that possessed everything that she had, like, you know, the looks, the physical attributes, her body, fucking nice and whatever, that she would have prospered in this whole industry that is music, you know. But obviously now she ended up with a rich guy on that show. And I think they ended up divorcing, had kids together.
Oh yeah?
But I don't know what the reasons may be. Some people say maybe Londie might have been cheating, and that's how they separated and then got the divorce and whatnot. And then there's another group of people also talking about the possibility of it being that this Hlubi guy. Because like, how can you be rich and people not also expecting for you to be messing around?
I guess with power comes with a lot of responsibility. You know what I mean? And now the moment that your life is in the limelight, or even when you have the looks and everything, you have to understand that to some degree you do have power, and people will always try to, you know, test how far, you know, your powers can go. So I think even with that kind of situation of them having to divorce at the end, it could be that were they really in love, or did they like the idea of being in love? You know? Sure, they did commit and go further and have kids together, but was it what they really wanted to do, or were they looking for security as well? Because just like we said earlier on Kapoe case, that sometimes a person would say that they like this kind of person, but do they actually do, or do they like being seen or known or associated being with this person kind of thing? And then after some time you're like, I've dragged it, I've pushed it. I mean, you've heard so many times about, hey, you know what I mean? Having to, you know, stick within the marriage, stay there, whether you're the one messing around, and if he's messing around or is taking business trips.
Yeah.
Business trips. Knowing, because women, I believe women can, you know, they can literally see right through you, like, oh, whoa, no, man. You know? And you know, Lorena, we tend to give it away of when we are like into this person and when we're about to, you know, push all of these things. So for me, I think was it a mutual divorce, or was it now did they expose, or what was the issue there?
Yeah, it sucks that I mean not have that much information on the entire situation besides what I saw, which is some page talking about how the Hlubi guy ended up repossessing the BMW that Londie used to drive, and apparently that car.
Wait, he went to fetch the car that he bought for his wife?
Yeah, you obviously like got repossessed by whatever company that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever company that he enlisted to do that service for him did that. So the word is that she was at some party there by is it Houghton? Drizzy Blazers always said tell it already. Houghton. Yeah. Yeah, some Houghton hotel, whatever. In Santon. She was there with the girls and having a good time, and then I think maybe when it was time to leave or in between the festivities, she found out, hey, yo, your car's been towed, you know, they're taking your car. Why won't? And apparently this guy's reason for taking the car is because he was using the car beyond what was agreed upon, which is the car is going to be used
to take care of you, travel you around, my kids kind of thing.
The kids only.
The kids only.
Yeah, well that's like a really strict ass rule if you think about it. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, okay, what about me and my needs? You know.
And how would he now track each and every move that she would?
He can't track everything.
No, well,
but he probably has eyes.
Because I mean, if the car has tracker, these, I mean, we live in the 21st century, whereas they have apps as well. So if you now, if I buy you a car or you have your own car and then I get you a tracker on that car, I can have the location of each and every move that you make on a daily basis. And if now my friends is like, hey, yo, bro, I saw your girl go so way to plicking it so.
Yeah.
And then Nashi, if I get bored, like it's another the tracker app, and then I see you at the same exact location that rumors have been spreading about. Come on. I'm about to just start thinking and adding 1 + 1 or
Yeah.
I mean, no, it wasn't a private investigating thing, but I mean, when you have a phone, bro, like, what's up?
It's crazy, dog. It's weird how like people are willing to go through so many lenses to see somebody else like suffer in a way. Because I think situation again like every screenshot no okay. I want to decide the what's a matter. So I'm going to feel this one. So
and it's like Karalohona Hore Ganaging. As much as the guy Hlubi was messing around as well, ne? She might have thought that, you know, if you can do it, then I can do it. But you forget that, you know, some of these people that are messing around have quite a lot of power. You know, that he can mess around, and then if he says, you are mine, you are strictly his, per se. And if he fucks around, you're gonna have to accept it and just do what you can with that. But if you think you can now be the bigger man and say, Lena, go favor chumi, then you're not the ones that I'm a favor, but my money, my rules.
Yeah. Yo, such a crazy situation. I don't think I could be that petty, but yeah.
You think so?
I don't think I can, dog.
I wanna Zaka flop.
Lindsay's not
No,
I
dog.
cannot that day.
We spoke about this yesterday, is that when you have money, rich people say that they're greedy, they are heartless. Do you know what it takes, bro? For you to get to, if you now have $1 million and above in your bank account, just laying there, chances are you've had a lot of people's lives ruined. Chances are.
Yeah.
Chances are. And you have to live with that all your life. So you mean when you live with that, you're just gonna be like a nice sweet guy like you? Psh, nah, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not, I haven't experienced that thing where like I'm super possessive or not wanting to let go of someone, dog. If I had it in me, I would have already been like super spiteful all of the babies that I've dated, dog. You know, I had opportunities, but I didn't do it. So the Nahanis, if I can't do it now, because I'm pretty sure you've done it.
Oh, hey, can't they?
No, I got you were attacking me. So now
I'm not saying I've probably been there before, but all I'm saying is that with money, there just comes this side of you that you've tried to, because it goes far to the extent of black text kind of thing. You understand, is that you as an individual, you work so hard and you do so much for family and for people.
Yeah.
For people as well. And these people, they keep taking and taking and taking and taking. But there's no limit from what they are taking off.
Yeah.
There is a limit from what you are willing to give. But then for them, it's like, as soon as you reach that limit, it's like, Tomil. It's just like this kind of person. And then what then happens to you at that time? You then become this vicious kind of guy that's on some, I don't care. I don't care what these people say, these people think kind of thing. And it's not that you're wrong or bad for feeling that way. It's just that people, there's no limits to what people can take. There's no limit. Like when I know I'll try sharp or just to build you, you know, trying to build my career. But there's only so much that you can do to build me to get to where I'm going. But then if I'm now just solely dependent on what you're giving me, do you think I'll just be on some, joke sharp, don't give me that 100 million? I'll just, no. But the moment now I come and you're like, bro, I've given you so much time, given you so much platforms. What have you done with all these opportunities? Did you grow with them? Did you do anything? That's where now you become, you know what, I don't care, my money, my rules, this is what I am, this is the power I have, and this is what I'm going to do. Whether you like it or not, I've got other people to make happy.
Yeah, but hey, that's a weird way of doing things. Huh? Oh, okay, sure. We'll have this conversation. We'll have this conversation. But best believe, dog, if you don't... there's other things that are not worth my energy. But I guess, yeah, I'm broke. Okay?
You're broke.
Let's see when I have the money. What happens. But, yo, on the list of positive things that are happening, remember, like, I had this one rant on this one episode that we recorded a while back, and then you were trying to play Captain Understanding, and I'm out here telling you, like, dog, I feel like there isn't any reason, especially for a lot of... Why are you looking at me weird? Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Well, yeah, but what I was trying to say is that you were playing Captain Understanding for all these artists that I feel like are more than capable of doing their own shows. And I'm really happy that we are going towards that lane. No, but are starting to see that, you know, it's kind of much more valuable to value me, myself as a brand, and take a chance with me and actually do my own show. Because last week, what was it? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
I was on the way home from work. So now we're passing by that road that is close to Frotreka and Kosimampuru. And I'm wondering, like, oh, why is there now traffic and whatnot? Because there's never usually traffic around those times, at least on that road, So I guess even our taxi drivers saw that there's no way we can get out of this situation.
Mageza.
Yeah.
So you know.
But I come back to
So you know, I'll give Mageza. What girl? I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on today, guys, but this homie right here, bro, he's just like out here for me.
I'm saying everyone is capable of being...
The reason why I say Kipo Mageza, well, people say Kipo Mageza, is that if we're stuck in traffic, it's 2 lanes. You understand? It's 2 lanes, one to go there, one to come back. Mageza comes to this lane on the lane that they're not supposed to be on. You understand? So from them doing that, automatically give Mageza. You know, they step into the lane that they're not supposed to be on, and therefore people are like, what's with the rush? You know, we're all in a rush to go to work, to go to places, but then that doesn't make it right for you as a driver to now step on the lane that you're not supposed to be in and try to, you know, take over. You know, there's rules and of the road that we should all be following. You understand? Yeah. So that's why I keep my case, because on lanes to take routes, like they drive on the side of the road just to get to the front. Have you ever seen me drive off ramp? Get up. What's again? I'm gonna skip this queue. This traffic. Have you? Yes or no? Simple yes or no. Have you seen me get off the road and just cut traffic?
I haven't, but like your reasoning.
Thank you. No, but
your reasoning
that's
is
like
still. Your reasoning is like still kind of left, and it doesn't add up. Cause like for me, according to my own knowledge.
Continue with your points. You were on a traffic, and then what happened?
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Let's just forget about it. I feel like still explaining this thing. But okay, cool. No. I was on traffic. It's cool.
Why did the driver... Okay, fine. Continue what you were saying. So sorry.
No, for Mageza is pretty much just being a hustler, always trying to wake up early in the morning, even if it means you have to sacrifice not bathing. You know?
Mageza.
Well, like just take it as what we're saying right now. No, not what we're saying, but what we're doing right now. We're recording this podcast, whatever, cool. Tomorrow, you might have to wake up for work and whatever.
Yeah.
So let's say post this podcast after recording it. Mama or phone it. You're like, fuck it. It's Superman and now, you know, I'm Clark Kent. I could do it all. You go to a daytime kind of groove that ends up being something that ends up with my midnight or 3 a.m. 3 a.m. you have to wake up at like 5 or like 4. Well, you have to make sure by 4 you're up. So obviously something has to now be sacrificed, which is you bathing for the sake of the cheese and whatever, you know. So
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it is. Oh
no.
No.
They all know the time that people start waking up, or the time whereas they can, you know what they say, the earliest bird catches the freshest worm, right? Or the fattest worm.
That's what it is.
Right? No. They know the time. It's not like they don't know. Why don't they organize themselves? Dog, if you have to wake up tomorrow morning, you know that you have to be at work by 8 o'clock. Why wake up at 7:30 knowing that it's a 2-hour drive? So you're making an excuse for them kind of right now, saying that...
You have 4 kids, you have 3 kids.
What about Mageza? They take care of their kids full time.
They do.
Mageza.
They do.
Mageza, Mageza 6 up to make sure.
Okay.
Mageza. Mageza, we start telling Musadi Wiragi.
Nah, say usitting or
Mageza, guys.
Rather use a different term than Mageza or Tompa what time other niggas that probably did have a tertiary education at some point in time or qualification.
You say that, but
got hit by life. So now it goes like
but
okay.
There was an incident.
There was
an incident. No, obviously they find it very offensive, man. Yeah. But the way you put in so much respect to them. But I swear, if you were now to drive on the road, the first incident or altercation you will have with another car, it won't just be any random car. Chances are there's a high chance it will be with the taxi driver, because you understand? As much as we can put respect into what they do and the hustle that they do, do they have respect for what they do, number one? Nah? Do they have respect for others on the road? I believe there's a fair percentage, the taxi drivers that went to school, tried all they could, but they didn't succeed, right? And just like any other job, you start off well as a taxi driver, abiding by the rules. 6 months down the line, using the same routes, you've got crazy passengers in the car. Fuck it, let me look what. You know what I mean? I'll just, drive recklessly because they're complaining, but still, there is still a stigma about them that will never, ever, ever change.
Okay, cool. Back to my point. So he ended up turning back, using another route. Almost like Centurion-ish, and like where there's the army base, whatever. So now when I got home, I only came to the realization yesterday, which is Saturday. I open my phone, I'm on Instagram scrolling through my feed, and then Pabi Cooper is the main reason for that situation, the whole entire traffic.
The traffic.
So she was out here promoting
with a roadblock,
her one-man show. And I think it's really cool.
One-man show.
Obviously with support from other acts.
Of course, but
Damn, bro. But everyone else, like in terms of the people on the lineup, are coming here to support her. And obviously, to some degree, I think it is favors. It's like kind of homies come through. Maybe not, or your riders, hospitality. Of course, because like before, like 2020, she 2020 or 2021, she had her own one-man show, Zone 6, and she folded it up.
No.
So this time she's like, no, Sunbed Arena.
No.
Let's fill it up.
Oh wait, I heard about it. When is it? I literally heard about this at work just the other day. About Pabi Cooper at that place. I think it's in March, no? Or is it in February?
March. March being this week. March 4th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, I heard
next week.
But on the topic, the one-man show, I also saw, who's this? MT, actually, also tweeting about the fact that for someone with his caliber, and to not have created his a one-man show. Have you heard of any MT one-man show that you can recall?
Nothing.
He has tweeted about that, and he felt like it's something that, as an artist, it's something that you should also go through. And also, even AK, before he passed, he mentioned a few times that this year, I'm not sure if I saw the correct stuff. He was like, this year he's done doing gigs and all of that. He's all about doing the stadium, or did he say stadiums or what? But basically doing the one-man show Tsahaye. He's done doing clubs and stuff like that. Obviously, he did mention that there's bound to be gigs beginning of the year due to his birthday and all these other things. But that is something that I see artists feel like it's something that you have to go through to just test fully, your works.
And I guess like for me, it's a dope ass moment to witness, seeing more people obviously being woke to the fact that we need to do our own things. I don't know in terms of like how far this realization stretches for them, but at least for me, it's a good start in the sense that Baira, that thing, because it's so weird how like you look at all these other Western countries or countries in the West, like from Europe as an entire continent, or just looking at America or the entire Americas, when you South America, North America. Dog, people do their own shows. We had a Russ come to SA, ne?
Dog.
People ranting, talking shit in the Twitter comments, or
Really?
Yeah, they're like, yo, dude, say you're doing a show. I'm not hearing any babies at any party saying, yo, play that new Russ. I've never had a situation or an encounter where someone said, play that new Russ. But yet, he filled up an entire show, or sold out an entire show in Cape Town. came back, did the same thing in Josie. Why one? So now, why aren't people like investing in that whole thing? You know. But I guess
I mean, the
cool.
thing is, you must also remember that one man show isn't just something that's bound to build you, because it can also destroy you. I think this was also one of the things that even back then, you know, that shows that I'm a huge AK fan. But I mean, you know, he would also have this thing that, you know, he will not perform to a small number of an audience, you know, unless it's a more closed area kind of setup. But if there's no people there, then he'll perform.
I mean, I understand like the financial risk and just the technicalities that come with it. It's dope that you mentioned the whole perform to a particular number, but I think that's where a lot of them get it wrong. In the sense of when you're starting off, you're also trying to be, not saying like everyone got the blueprint from Casper. Casper just woke up one day and he's like, I'm gonna do this for myself because I have this dream, and then no, for sure, that's what it is. Not saying that thing hasn't been there. We've had a Brenda Fassie fill up.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying not that it was just he woke up kind of thing. I mean, by the time he started it, you know, from your Doc Shibboleza kind of times.
Yeah.
Kids. I feel like if you're an artist, you've got the kids, you've got the ladies.
Yeah, but how many artists actually wake up and have that realization, Horojo? Because it's so weird, because like, fine, I get the financial burden that you might have to go through, ne? And then there's also those artists who know the the power that their music have and the influence that their music has, and the reach, because you talked about kids, the reach, they're well aware of that thing, ne? But still, abana daedengore, if I have that reach, do I really still need to be not getting gigs, but more so just getting booked at shows which are curated by other people? But I get it, because like the risk that you have to incur, because like it's not on him. If you book Casper or you book let's say for example a DJ Tira at your show, it doesn't really matter to him, as long as you're agreeing with Zaka, whether you filled up that venue or that venue, it's not on him. So the risk, he doesn't have to incur the risk. But dog, it's just weird how the model is there, it's present. It's even worse to a point where if we were to compare, you know, West Africa, look at the situation in Ghana. I mean, the economy there is picking up.
Yeah.
Nigeria's wealth obviously is more so what's the word, like Nigeria's wealth where it comes from is the oil on top. But still, the economy in itself, even after having all these resources, they're struggling on top. But a Wizkid, a Davido could have their own show, sell it out. Thames, same thing.
No, but also to add onto that, let's look at the population in Niger.
Yeah. It's still no excuse. It's still no excuse. What? It is.
Because like check. No. It is an excuse. Check.
It's
one of the biggest, one of the few biggest shows in Africa, Big Brother. Irregardless of where it's been done, which individual or candidate from which country is more likely to win it or has been winning it?
Do you know that? Actually, it's on Wiki. Before I start misquoting,
what?
But the biggest concert, the artist has the biggest concert in the world, or who has the biggest concert in the world, is Casper West.
What?
Yeah, and population numbers again compared to Nigeria.
I don't even know. Do you fair? I mean,
population.
The biggest concert in the world.
The biggest concert in the world is fill up. No, Casper.
Come on, dog. We. I mean, is it concert or event? I think we have to draw the line between the two, because
it's a concert in terms of production. Because an event we could just put speakers in and a mic and then everyone. But like production level, we talking set design. This guy, mona performer, Superman, the big flip.
I mean, didn't also Kanye steal some concepts from Casper? Fair enough, but
exactly.
But the numbers, the numbers that was there, Kanye. Are you honestly about to say that they were more than Casper's fill up? I feel like it's debatable.
Casper's fill up, dog.
Nah.
Dog, this thing was there on Twitter, dog. Someone put that shit there.
No, it's
Casper.
No. And I feel like if it was the case, Casper would have had a big hit already about it.
Huh? He retweeted the thing. Go.
What you're saying doesn't make sense.
Population. Sharp population. Basokol. Get population. Get population. Basokol or Nigeria. Ne?
If only they could understand that. Hey. Okay, Basokol. And then?
Where are they getting the money to pay for these shows? Because do you know in Niger there's still a black market for music?
True, but
people.
Do you know how many artists that come from Niger that are huge, dog? That are huge, bro. And I go to look at what Nobo, Davido, Wizkid, Libo, Burna Boy, dog. Shade, my G. Where's Shade from? Oh, not even from there.
Marona.
I think one of her parents is from the kind of thing. But even with what we are into, with this, just so many platforms that you can't just.
Casper and Vest breaks record. Fill Up is the biggest concert in the world.
Where is it? Where is that, dog?
Africa Facts. Shut.
And I don't believe it, dog.
Go. So this was like an actual.
Let me see it.
Yeah, I'm loading this thing. No. Diman.
What let's say?
There's a black market where but buy some music. Kari sticky. So Nigeria. So if the same people who are paying for these concerts can't afford to buy the music of all these musicians that they support at these concerts, what does that say, dog? Thing.
Joe, when I do bookers back behind but there's been artists, dog.
On Africa Fact Zone, Casper Vest's Fill Up is the biggest hip hop headline concert series in the world, meaning it's the biggest continuous individually owned hip hop event series with a single headliner.
When was that posted?
2019.
20 fucking. I'm talking about fact of 2023 or like 4 years ago, my G.
Huh? Let's go. We have time.
I feel like if that was a fact, it wouldn't even be difficult to get such information in terms of all you have to do is just Google biggest one-man show and it will tell you the number of one-man shows we have in the entire world. Biggest concerts. It will tell you the biggest. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. There's people. If you're watching this, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not against like the respect I have for Casper in terms of business and making money. Fair enough.
Yeah, but like
it's undoubtedly you understand. And I think there's been artists who thought they could compete with him, but it's like, Demon White and Twichuna. Mara to say that his concert is one of the biggest concerts.
One of the biggest. Let's say not the biggest, but one of the biggest. Biggest.
Dog, people show him love. He performs. He gives you a show. I like that. But I feel like now we're just if
dog, but like I get you, we talking numbers.
That's why you've got guys like Nota now, cause now Lira Lotsebiana Lena. Lira Lotsebiana the first person to be blocked. Hey, the wara. Ne dog. Itlampila. I don't know what Lotsebiana. In terms of artists we have in this world, dog, how many shows have been in this entire world? There could be a fucking show as we speak right now, and it could be one of the biggest on good receipts. That's why I'm even trying to fully understand where that's coming from. Whereas, is it just a concert, event, one-man show?
Okay.
How is it categorized?
Okay, check. Single artist concerts, ne?
Dog, you've got your Michael Jackson in the
yeah,
box,
no, I'm bringing out a list.
You gotta understand that the reason I'm just saying this, it's not that I'm against.
Yeah, I'm saying
success,
correction, Gary.
One off,
ne?
Even if it's one off, dog, it's not in the top 10. I can bet my
Yeah, it's not in the top 10, but like he's doing
be top 100.
crazier numbers than even a Kanye.
No. Well, fair.
Yeah, because like check the biggest
At-
recorded attendance, ne, at a concert, ne? No. I'm recording this shit. I'm sorry. Was 220,000 people, ne? And this was by Vasco Rossi. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's what I'm saying,
2017.
that you can't even just throw something like that out and just say
Michael
Casper.
Jackson's not even top 5 there.
So you mean to tell me that Casper's
He's at
way bigger than
125.
Michael Jackson?
Huh?
You mean to tell me that Casper?
No, I'm not saying, but like he's got the biggest concert in the world.
Dog, it can't be like dog. You know how big pop is, bro. You know Justin Bieber. Psst.
Justin Bieber's not doing that nigga's numbers. Justin Bieber ain't doing that nigga's numbers, dog.
No words for you, dog.
Huh?
Fine. Let's leave it, dog. Let's leave it.
Let's leave it.
Nah, let's leave it.
Go.
Ashapo. I don't know. So what are you saying? The essence
Even
of
the GOAT that passed away,
So
aka
in the essence-
hasn't done Casper's numbers.
that, without a doubt, is true. But Justin Bieber, I'm not.
Dog, Casper was doing with my 60 mamman at an F&B. 60 mamman capacity. Let's not even try to look at how he got to
Dog.
but like having that much in attendance at a single stadium.
Dog, I'm not refusing that.
Yeah.
He has had numbers and numbers.
Yeah.
And I applaud him for that. He has put in the work, he has done, he has promoted, he got it on. He deserves it, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But now, my issue is that you can't go all no to Soldier Boy on Casper kind of thing and say, you know, he's one of the top 10, you know. He has done a lot compared to where we are as a country, and he has done a lot within the country as an artist. You understand? He has made money, he's done big shows that people have been afraid to do at certain you know, places. That I give it to him, and he has gone through. Even AK has even applauded him for that. There's, you know, pictures as well. But now, to say the world, I mean,
Yeah, it's there in the world, dog. That's the thing, cause Joe.
like I say, bro, could be easier to get it if it's facts. It should be easy,
It's
bro.
there.
It's not. If it was
It's
easy,
there.
you should have shown me by now.
We have time, dog.
You don't have time, bruv.
We have
You
time.
don't have time.
We have
dog.
time.
Dog, you just mentioned an artist you don't even know of, ever heard of.
Yeah, it's 220.
So
Has
how
Drake
many?
has Drake done 200 and something thousand capacity?
You don't know that.
He hasn't.
You don't know he hasn't.
He hasn't.
You don't know he hasn't.
He hasn't. He hasn't. The only person that rivals Drake, J Balvin. Is it J Balvin? No, it's not J. Is it J Balvin, dog? Let me see if it's J Balvin, dog. He even mentions this artist on his thingy.
Dog, I wanna know. Are busy podcast, dude. Are busy at Tawazari and we're
Oh, we're busy. We're busy.
we're
Oh, Bad Bunny. Is it Bad Bunny? Yeah, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. Highest.
Artist out on level 6'9". Remember 6'9"? Is it 69 or 6'9"?
Yeah.
Do you remember the numbers that guy would do, dog?
No, but that's
That no.
that's numbers in like music. Like
no, I get it, but I'm just showing you that nigga was from prison or he just came back, and then he just came back by just doing numbers on stupid shit just to show that he's got the numbers. But with him as a good example for me, it just shows what about a thug like anyone, which is anyone, can just, you know.
okay, check. When Bad Bunny, ne? Cause even like there's the you remember that interview Kanye West that he did with Drink Champs?
Oh yeah.
That got deleted. And shit.
Kanye West, yeah.
Kanye West himself said like the only competition when we are planning out these shows is Bad Bunny. Cause no one's doing Bad Bunny numbers. Not even Drake's doing Bad Bunny numbers, dog. And this is a Latin musician. This is a musician that sings in Spanish.
But he's talking about now. Or at the time. You
no,
understand?
he's talking about now, current.
Exactly.
And it's both ways. It's both ways in terms of numbers on Spotify Apple Music streams. Drake is your competition, man. Bad Bunny. Kanye knows who's his competition, not even Drake. Bad Bunny. Oh, yeah. Shitty numbers are there. He's doing 30, 35. Average 30. Ne? 50. Yeah, his highest peak, 54. Casspers concert series had more than that.
What? Let's see. Dog.
Go. No, it's a flop another vie. Another dengoring. Another dengoring. You close-minded, dog.
Close-minded how, dog?
You close-minded.
Close-minded how?
Huh?
How?
In the sense that cause someone is African or South African can't compete on the same level as the bigger artists in the world. No, that's the thing. Cause Joe, do you know like how much of a big achievement it is for someone to fill up
even the ones that he has filled up, it's a big achievement. We're all not disregarding that, dog. Like Coca-Cola Dome that he has filled up.
Oh yeah. Madison Square Garden. You know of Madison Square Garden?
I understand, dog.
You know of Madison Square Garden? You know the capacity of the venue?
What is the capacity there?
15, maybe 20K.
Small compared to F&B.
More 50 large. 50 large, 60 large. Ne? A burner boy who's from Africa, ne, is filling up a Madison Square Garden 15, 20,000 capacity. And he's from Africa. But he did that. Do you know how hard it is for artists, mainstream musicians in the States? What do I fill up? That type of venue.
Sure. Google I get to Google Mara mo ke Google lotse empontsha di concept tse game tsa lefatshe wa produces tse game tsa lefatshe. Look at this one, dog. Look at this one, dog. Like bo
Barini
3.5.
Yeah.
The city of Moscow by performing to over 3.5 million.
1997.
One good receipt.
Yeah.
So, where I'm coming from with this, what you say about Casper is that Casper is one of the greats in terms of, like I said, business, performances, shows. He kills it. But it's fine. You changed your statement by saying he's one of.
Yeah.
But I still remove that statement and say he's done great. He has done great. He's one of South Africa. Or if you look at South Africa, he could be one of.
Yeah, but like I'm saying,
But
the whole world.
The world is too big for us to just say one of. It's too big.
Okay,
It's
sharp.
too big.
If a News 24.
It's too big.
If a News 24.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Kobal. Casper Invest, one idea. The Citizen. I'm not talking about like the blog. I'm talking about reputable sources. 2020 though.
Okay,
Still,
continue.
ne? Casper Invest is the only SA act to
And
top
that's huge.
FNB stadium capacity stats. The rapper beat Rihanna.
Okay.
Rihanna, ne? Bon Jovi. Red Hot Chili Peppers and Linkin Park.
They're gonna have you, bro.
Huh?
They're gonna have you.
Yo, I don't care because
have
I'm
you.
quoting things from a reputable source. A reputable source, dog. What's up? What's up?
Continue, dog.
Because if I have to pull up my sleeves in terms of like qualification, I could back it up, dog.
Oh, you go
I didn't
deeper.
study journalism for Mahala. I'm quoting from a I'm quoting from a reputable source. The Citizen. Rapper Casper Nyovest seems to have manifested his title as Mr. Philip as he is the only South African act to top attendance records at FNB Stadium. And Rihanna, Bon Jovi. We're talking about big acts here. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Linkin Park. The list was topped by.
But listen. It is all in the reading. Go back to the top. Go back to the top.
FNB Earring capacity. He filled it up 68,000.
Go back to the top. Let's go back to the first statement. Ne? This is what I say, but it's all in the. Hence I say, it's all in the reading. Is the only SA act.
Yeah,
Ne?
but
no,
okay.
No, listen, to fill up.
Yeah,
listen,
they say only SA Act. They say only
listen,
SA Act. Okay, cool, yeah?
To fill up F&B. They're not talking about shows around the world.
Yeah.
And even this stats is solely, you can go down, it's solely based on F&B attendance. It's not based on bigger shows. Dog, Google biggest stadiums in the world. I doubt F&B will make top 10.
Yeah,
Sorry
but
about that.
if we're talking about if we're talking about concerts, if they saying on the headline and the sub headline, the rapper beat Rihanna, Bon Jovi,
F&B.
not only F&B,
Not
dog.
F&B, dog. They're not talking about any other dog. You can Google the 100 stats, dog. That one is. That's what I'm saying. Go back. Listen to this tweet. Look at the tweet. Top. Nah, don't.
Yeah,
You know what
it's there.
You're hiding it. It's saying top 9 acts.
Okay.
So that one is solely at F&B. It's not based on all the events in the world, dog. You can't bring something like that. Rihanna, you know. Where my Riri goes at, dog? They will
Okay,
tell
fine.
you crap,
You
dog.
wanna say Rihanna,
Google it.
highest concert
I bet.
attendance.
Yes.
We won't again.
Yes.
68,000.
68, innit? Check a hub. O level Rihanna.
Okay.
Ba no tloela batho jo.
Okay.
Ba bolela ka F&B. But maybe Rihanna a tlatsa F&B because ne tura. J Cole le ena o tla karapala go tlatsa F&B because ya tura ka mo South Africa. But out there, dog. Out there, you know how big America is. You know, Joe. How serious, Joe? Joe. The numbers are good. Go back to the. It's all in the reading. But like F&B.
Ashidi number.
Yeah, I should do the number.
Ashidi the number.
This is the number.
Shidi.
Yeah.
What tour is this?
What are you to?
Yeah.
Okay. Diri.
10,000, 11,000,
Okay.
15,000, 28,000. Tell me where you see a 60. Mbotse mo than 60, my brother. Mbotse mo than 60.
When
And so we show Rihanna Ali one.
Rihanna Ali one.
Yeah. Mbotse mo than 60.
I get check my phone ya. Phone now maybe get Kali.
Oh.
Really outdated.
Oh. Can talk about ngere jo flop. Ka wa Tom Zanzi ntwe ke leveletse. Your perspective is because if someone's an African, we cannot put them on the same pedestal. We cannot gauge them on the same stage as a bigger act or as a Drake because they're African. I gave you a proper example. I said Madison Square Garden. A Burna Boy was able to fill up that shit. Aka Africa. Do you know how many musicians and artists from the States alone haven't filled up Madison Square Garden or haven't sold out shows there?
True.
A Tyler the Creator. Ne? Just off the strength of his how many albums does this guy have? I can't even say. But like his most recent albums, Flower Boy and Igor. Ne? He was celebrating that day at that time, filling up Madison Square Garden.
No.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
Not too many are able to do that, dog. Not too many are able to do that, dog. That's why was the biggest. What do you want the number yourself? What do you want? Now if you tell us what do you want the numbers are Rihanna. Not anywhere in Rihanna's concerts, ever since we could say, I don't know, retired or whatever, she's reached Casspers numbers. In fact, the only closer number here that I'm seeing, Ashifa, 5 Giant, Amsterdam Arena. One song? 50,000. But she's never gotten.
Yeah, bro, we have to do proper research on this and then get back.
Yeah, but she hasn't hit 50, how many? 68. 68,000. That's what Casper did. 68,000. Yeah, she hasn't done that at all.
But like such a bida, right? We saw her. No sense in that.
You see, this is where we closing off this whole thing. What I'm at least hoping to achieve, at least at the end of this podcast,
you didn't achieve you didn't achieve.
What can I say? Like a take from the people is that they're able to see that there's no stage that is big, there's no stage that is small. Any artist can be able to actually achieve this thing. Because like I was trying to talk to him, trying to show him the light, Torrejo. It doesn't mean if you're a South African act or an African act, you can't do bigger numbers than all these other people. Because like I showed him still with a Rihanna, for example. And she still doesn't have that many numbers as a Casper Invest. So that's why when I corrected everything and I said, one of the biggest, one of the biggest shows, he has one of the biggest shows. Concerts in the world.
In the world, it's still debatable.
It is in the world.
It's still debatable.
May not be number one, but
still,
it is.
It's one of.
One more thing to close. Drake highest.
This guy.
Can you go one, Sacho? Like I'm out here capping, whatever. These numbers are there. I'm showing you these numbers. I'm showing you these numbers, dog. Bo, 11,000, 12,000, 27,000, 30,000, 58. Peak at Drake. 58. Summer 16 tour. That was his biggest tour. His highest grossing show. Well, that's subject for debate. Highest grossing, but like highest attendance. 58,000 Madison Square Garden that we were talking about.
Dog, that was how I get hand mara. Hoka her guys say happy la thoroughly, dog. Like dog.
When we look at like listen, when we look at like rock bands, pop artists.
Yeah.
Dog, the shows that they've created.
Yeah, they're doing bigger numbers, but I'm saying Casper's also competing on the same level as a Drake, as a Taylor Swift, as a.
I've just googled this, né? Who has the highest concert crowd ever? Rod Stewart.
Yeah, you showed me another random whatever.
There's so many random.
Yeah, but so when I'm saying biggest concert in the world, why do you still debate that? Why do you still deny?
No, because now look, Rod Stewart has 3.5 million.
Yeah, but I'm saying one of the biggest concerts in the world.
He has 68. That is his biggest.
Yeah,
that's huge
in the world. Because
number one is 3.5 million.
One of the biggest in the world, and I'm adding a Rihanna, I'm adding a Bon Jovi, I'm adding a Drake in the conversation.
Wow, Drake.
Yeah. But Drake's biggest peak is 58,000. And Drake hasn't even hit 68,000 at his own show. Yeah, it's here. Ashifa, what do you want?
Google it. If you Google it, when okay, nah.
We looking at the same information. Go in there.
Fine.
Go.
Okay.
Left side. Look at the numbers.
Attendance. You saw.
Attendance.
Okay. Or when you're not 58A you saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Arbone. Arete saw. We're going to check a bill. Or Luena here we check
concert.
Okay. Wikipedia.
Bro, I can't believe we're doing this. No.
But it's fine. Biggest concert or show. Okay, Lona, you got it's the same one. The South African, I think it's one of the same one that you're also looking at.
I was not looking at it from there, but like, yeah.
Also based on F&B.
Yeah, but it's not really F&B only, dog. I won't say that.
But F&B is the highest he has.
Yeah.
It's the only highest he has.
Yeah, but you saying like now almost every artist that they listed there has performed at F&B. I'm saying numbers.
Numbers, talk about numbers.
Yeah.
We'll talk about like specific location.
Yeah.
We'll talk about numbers. The numbers will also have to do with the location because it's go on everything.
I don't Actually, this one is too focused.
Well, Amara.
I'm checking. I just wanna finalize. Man.
Let's cut it here. Let's go back.
Let's
Go back to the drawing board.
that simple thing, dog. Simple skill that you get taught in journalism, dog. Once
They teach you to look at facts from 2019.
minus the blogs.
They teach you to look at facts from 2019 in journalism. They don't teach you to look at updated facts.
It's never mind like updated fact. No, don't. But like what you did research projects. What did they teach you? What did they teach you in research projects?
Exactly. Look at all the details. Look at if it's older than 5 years, it's not relevant.
Yeah, but where?
If it's
no,
older than 5 years,
never mind.
that information is useless.
Never mind.
Look, next year, that record, it's gonna be useless.
Never mind that. Where are you getting the information is also important. So minus
it's also important.
Check. This is a blog.
I look at the date that they published at.
Yeah, but you look at never mind this is a blog, but do you know News 24? You know News 24. Do you know HuffPost? Do you know HuffPost?
Guys,
do you know HuffPost?
It's been good. It was a shaky end because someone just decided to just throw something. I doubt we got to speak about everything we were supposed to talk about.
Hold on, can Casper and Yves really stage the world's biggest concert?
We have come to the end of the big T debate. Yeah, man, very heated ending. Very heated ending. Too much name dropping going off.
It's not name dropping though. Like I tried to close this off when he was, I don't know, going to the kitchen or whatever. But what I'm pretty much trying to say out of this whole thing is, I've proven to this guy, though. I've showed that this guy who happens to be from our own country has done bigger numbers than a Drake, has done bigger numbers than a Rihanna. So what doesn't justify what I said in terms of him having one of the biggest concerts in the world? Rod Stewart has had millions in attendance, but Casper will go down in history as being a person that has had one of the biggest concerts in the world. Not South Africa, in the world. Because I've put him on, I've gauged him. We've done the research. We've done the research.
It's not thorough.
What do you mean it's not thorough? I've gone to trusted news publications, not a blog, not a fagaza, what. News 24, Citizen, Inale Pampiri, a newspaper. The biggest concert, one of the biggest concerts in the world. That nigga has that fucking title. Whether you like it or not, he has it.
He has it.
So anyways, this has been the Big T debate. I'm on the name of Daniel Pacheco.
And this is Andre Soldado.